Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Daniel Marin. Jennifer has the day off. We're still following that breaking news. Austin confirmed its first measles case just hours ago. An unvaccinated infant, now the first case in the city since 2019. This comes after an outbreak in West Texas started ringing alarm bells for agencies across the state. Local health officials and leaders are urging the public to get vaccinated now before it spreads any further. KXAN's Mercedez Hernandez was there for the announcement. She joins us now from Austin Public Health. Mercedes, was this case connected to the Gaines County outbreak?
Good evening, Daniel. I can confidently say that no, this case is not related to that West Texas outbreak. The Austin Public Health District says that this infant caught the measles overseas while traveling there. Now, I did ask where the family was and why the child wasn't vaccinated, but APH's director couldn't speak to exactly where or why, just that the parents had not gotten the child vaccinated yet. But it is important to note that kids under 12 months old don't usually get that MMR, that measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine. But the APH does say that there's no exposure risk right now to anyone else from this case specifically. APH says the family members of the infant were all vaccinated. They are still raising concerns, though. That's because links to that West Texas outbreak happened nearby in San Antonio and San Marcos. A person with measles visited the Texas State campus there. It is important to note that a child from that outbreak did die this week. Austin Mayor Kirk Watson and APH Director Adrian Stirrup say the city's vaccination rates are lower than they want and urged families today to get particularly school-aged children vaccinated. Department of State Health Services data tracks vaccinations for kindergartners and 7th graders. Almost all 7th graders in Travis County have that MMR vaccine, but only 90% of kindergartners are vaccinated.
The time we've been preparing for is now here. We need to do what we need to do in order to keep this from spreading.
And Mayor Watson special push to get more children vaccinated in the coming weeks. He will declare a Vaccines for Children Day next month.
And Mercedes with South by Southwest next week. Did officials say anything about that?
They did. That's why they're really trying to get this messaging out about getting vaccinated while people still have the time to do so. That's because they don't want South by Southwest or spring break to turn into kind of super spreader events. Again, that's because these events bring people in from all over the globe. I did ask Director Stirrup about her concerns there. She says that her department and others with the city that kind of help festival organizers really get everything together have been talking about their protocols and working together. Here's what she had to say.
Festival organizers, and they're taking steps to make sure that the people that come here have the protection that they need before they get here, and so we're all working together.
And she was careful to stress over and over again at today's announcement that this is not an outbreak, this is one case. I did ask her what constitutes kind of an outbreak status. She says 3 or more cases all at once. We are not there yet. Again, city officials stress that these vaccines are safe and readily available all over the city. We have more resources on how to access those on our website on KXAN.com. Live at APH, Mercedez Hernandez, KXAN News.
All right, Mercedes, thank you very much. And going in depth, in 2019, a Washington State county, Clark County, dealt with a measles outbreak that saw 71 confirmed cases, more than 4,000 contacts traced, and 53 identified exposure sites. Now, like the current outbreak here in Texas, that outbreak infected mostly children. According to Science Direct, Clark County took significant measures to try and stop the spread by barring unvaccinated students, teachers, and staff from entering schools where cases were reported. At hospitals, security guards staked out entrances to screen visitors for symptoms of the virus. Now, beyond Washington, measles surfaced in 8 other states throughout the year, including New York, which saw more than 200 cases.